Hello, friends, folks, and fam. Just thought I'd do a live broadcast. Might just see if I can go for about 5 minutes to see who joins me. If I don't get anyone in the 5 minutes, I'll just cut the broadcast, cut my stream. Yeah, it's now the day before my birthday, so happy birthday to my mate Mick Pavlis. Happy birthday to you, and lots of love to your kid, and lots of love to your mum, and to yourself. And I know that if I said it to your face, I'll probably get the yeah. So that's all good. And my birthday tomorrow, which for Americans it would be my Tuesday. That is my birthday on your in your time. Uh, some parts of America, 17 hours behind me. Behind me. Yes, I'm sure it's behind me. Um, just like most of my troubles seem to be behind me. So yeah, coffee in the park, doing a live broadcast, trying to make sure that my phone doesn't fall down the bench again. Silly me, forgot to bring the stand. So, if you don't mind, you get a nice little view of the trees above. I'm in one of my favourite places in Caulfield Park. It's, I'd say it's about a couple of 100 yards from the church where I took a lot of photos of orbs. For those of you that are paranormally inclined, spirit orbs, possibly, insect matter, maybe. But all I know is I took a shitload of photos and had shitload of orbs. At the time, didn't see any insects that were reflecting against the light. Those tiny little insects, like weevils, I think they're called. Um, yeah, they tend to reflect as well and create the possibility of orb activity. So, ruling that out, there was a shitload of orbs at St. Aloysius Church in North Caulfield. About 50 yards from the lake itself, viewing ducks and geese and the two-legged kind of denizens of the park. So that said, I'm in this area here. Yeah, and silly me, forgot to bring my camera stand, my stand for the device. So pardon me while I have this on landscape. You can barely see my eyes. There we go. So you know it's me. There's no voice actor doing my voice, and yeah, it's just me doing a live stream with no voice actors involved whatsoever. And to all you trolls out there, get a life. Um, and if you do tend to download this, you have my permission to do so. But at least drop a comment so I know who you are. So that way I can say yay, and I can make it official as a comment, which is legally bound. My actual writing to say yeah, you can copy it. That way it covers your ass, it covers my ass, and there is absolutely nothing that neither of us could do legally to say that, yeah. So feel free to join me on live broadcasts, have a bit of a chat, and coffee in the park. Mind you, today's Coffee in the Park has been brought to you by the goodies. So yes, so you guys get to see the top of my head. Yep, top of my head. Because still me forgot to bring a camera stand, let alone a selfie stick. So if you're watching this and you're a subscriber, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below so I know you've been watching. drop us a like, and the more likes I have, the more views I have, the better. Because I am aiming to get myself one of those YouTube plaques, and I don't care how many views it is, just want to get a YouTube plaque. And I'll be quite honest with that, because I'm not one to get, I'm not keen on getting the gold YouTube plaque. I actually wouldn't mind one of those, you've reached 1,000 views plaques, or one of those, you got 1 million views plaques. But the plaque would be good from YouTube. So yeah, Coffee in the Park has been brought to you by the Goodies, Balaclava Road, up near the junction, and as the Aussies would say, stone's throw from the park. But you'd have to have a really good arm for that. Yeah, and a shout out to HRJ Paranormal, Rudy from, I can't remember what he's calling his channel now, but g'day to him. April from Entity Paranormal. Patty, Heather, Marie from the G team. G'days to Robin Joe from Urban Ghost Urban Explore. Heidi Lashley, g'day as well. Permanent shout outs. The 3 Canadians that I absolutely adore, because they've got, I'm not sure if their YouTube personality is any different from their offline personality, but g'days to Mo, Aldo and Ali. So Mo, my boy. And I thought I'd mention that Mo has a entity that hangs around and called Tom. Tom Thompson, maybe? Don't know. But I've got an entity around me. He's a very good sort of entity. He doesn't really try to impose himself too much on me. And I found out not long ago that it could possibly be Oscar Hammerstein from the Rogers and Hammerstein company. And the first time I got to know Tom was at a friend's place on Inkerman Road, which is in North Caulfield. Inkerman Street is in Balaclava Road. It's the same extension. So I got to know Tom from hanging around socially with a psychologist. So yes, that's a bit of paranormal activity at a scientific level. And as you know, for those of you that kind of know me, I have a smart mouth like Deadpool, but I just can't break the fourth wall. I'll settle for 2. A smart mouth, a fourth wall breaking superhero. That I am not. I'm just a smart mouth, fourth wall breaking son of a bitch. Yes, and I said it. So yeah, this is just me, coffee in the park at Caulfield Park, live streaming, hoping and gosh that I have people that try to say g'day. You don't have to come say hello on the live streams, but it would be nice if I could see you guys and say hello. And also, for those of you that are just watching and not subscribed, feel free to subscribe, so that way it encourages me to do more of these videos. And yeah, gets me to say, gets me to wonder why the hell you're not on the live stream saying g'day. Yeah, I know most of you are busy, so out there in the real world, most of you are busy picking up kids, feeding kids, getting kids to bed, that sort of stuff. So I'm not one of those people that goes all mopey because no one views their live stream. But it would be nice if some of you could come and say hello, even if it's just for a quick 15 minutes. Just let us know that you're picking up the kids. No harm, no foul. Because it can be quite daunting when you're doing a live stream and no one appears. And recently I was able to go back to live streaming because the original twerp that had me cited for the fact that I was infringing upon YouTube's terms and conditions of service, the TOS, add another S and you got basically a toss. So yeah, this is me live streaming 10 minutes in, and over there we've got ducks being fed. Whack whack. So yeah, I just worked out how to do the reverse camera. So for all of the trolls out there that seem to think that I've got a voice actor doing my work, basically superimposing themselves, their voice on top of mine, there is no voice actor, and certainly there isn't any. And just to show you, he's not hiding behind me or the camera, and this is a live broadcast. So yeah, no voice actor, this is my actual voice. Because I know there's a German girl in Japan. She's been trolled to the point where people have said, oh, you use a voice actor to sound Japanese. Well, I'm not using a voice actor to sound Australian. This is my actual voice. And if you don't like it, you can go shove a fork in the toaster. I'm sorry if that offends you, but it's a God-given truth. If you can't handle the truth, then yeah, I'll be as honest as I can with all of yous. Yeah, so nothing fancy, I suppose. I'll give it another few more minutes, and if no one comes to say g'day, I will end the broadcast and walk with solemn strides. Yeah. I've got to admit, thanks to Omar's video logs, vlogs, not the logs he produced in a dunny, and for those of you that are not familiar with Aussie slang, logs is not an Aussie slang, but logs is the number 2 in the toilet, and a dunny is a toilet. So if you hear an Aussie saying, oh, I'm going to the dunny, you know where they're going to the toilet. So yeah, just about 50 yards from the pond. As you can see, there are people walking around, enjoying the park as well. And I've just worked out how to use the reverse camera so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. And funnily enough, the Ronan Keating song comes to mind. It's amazing how you can speak right to my fart. Without saying a word, you can light up my guts. Try as I may, I could never explain what's been said between your fart and mine. That smile on your face lets me know that you leave me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. And the touch of my eyes says you'll catch me wherever I fall. You say it best when you smell nothing at all. Sorry, Ronan, I just had to have a bit of a laugh at that song. Because I know Weird Al Yankovic hasn't been doing any parodies lately that are commonly known mainstream. As I was saying, more people walking around the park. So yes, about 14 and a half minutes in, and absolutely bugger all people coming to say hello. Yeah. So selfie lips. I suppose I could always sing We Will Rock You at the park. We will flock you. We will flock you. Ducky, you're a big boy sitting on the pond, gonna take on the world someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place, singing we will flock you. We will flock you. You could even change the lyrics around to be around the bordello, a brothel. We will, you. We will, you. Yeah, self-imposed censorship. Don't want to get barred by Facebook, by YouTube again for using colourful language without prior notification. So I do apologise if you're easily offendable by profanities. Even though I may not feel that it's adequate enough to be apologetic, but I am apologetic should you be offended by my colourful language. So on that note, it's now nearly 17 minutes in. I've had no one say g'day, so that said, I'm going to end the broadcast. Be well, be kind, and yeah, laugh as often as you can, because when you laugh, life feels that much easier to deal with. And take care. My regards to you, your family, and everyone else in your area.